It's not always about popularity or what you have. If you have to live a luxurious life, or you have to live some type of life that saying you have to carry, saying carry ammunition or carry a bunch of money to for someone that's not love. You know what I mean? Like I said, love equals more than money. But yes, if you want, that's what you want. Saying you want to live like. Saying, hey, look, I can't judge you for that. But if you think that's all about love, saying like you don't need that like to have somebody around. It's not about popularity at all. I'm not trying to get that. Why do you have to be popular to be known? You know what I mean? Why do you have to be want to be known around the world? Shouldn't be, saying gain the whole wide world. It's just loving each other as a whole world, loving each other. Not just eyes on me or gain the whole wide world. I don't need that. I'm not claiming to have that crown. I get glorified to God with all that. He's more richer than you. When I say rich, no, I mean like he will have king. He is the light. He is the king of kings, the royal. You know what I'm saying? He is royalty of all royalty. He's the kingdom. Is the kingdom of God. Kingdom of love. See, you can't really, you gotta understand. I get it how people that, saying, but maybe, do you, like, saying, like, can we, live a life where, people, like, are on the same page and, just like, I don't know, like, instead of dogging each other out or had to be, saying, so, you know what I mean? No one should be uneven. We should all be balanced. Ain't nobody greater than the next. How we should be living is living through God, living in His image. Now, do necessarily whether you ball or whether you are not balling, you know what I'm saying? You are loved. I care less if you're rich, right? And I'm saying I have saying less money. That don't make me hate you. I don't despise you. You know what I mean? But if you're not rich, saying why would you play that you're rich? But if you are rich, I mean that doesn't stop me you playing Madden or saying loving you. You know what I mean? I don't love you. I don't care less if you got money in your pockets or not. Matters if you show up. Matters if you're there for that person. That's what love is, not acquaintance. There's a difference between like acquaintances, friendships, and saying family, brotherlyhood. Saying that there's all a spouse. There's a difference between that. There's a difference between those. Y'all category is different. See, I could talk to a rich person the same as I could talk to a normal person. That is because I have, they have more money. You know what I'm saying? Just because, whatever. No, I mean, okay, but I could talk to them the same. I'll look in their eyes. Hey, look. But you see, but when they say, "Oh, I don't want you to talk about this about money," then they become rude. But you know what I'm saying, if they say I thought a broke person, that's not how we talk to people. If you have bigger money than I do, hey, we can just sit down and have the conversation. I don't expect nothing from you, and I know dang sure you won't expect nothing from me because you have more money than I do. How can you take something I don't got? You see what I mean? Like, it's not about flesh and blood and materialistic things. I care less about how popular you are. Whether you're saying it didn't make me anyways, regardless. If you wanted to chase your dreams, that's your job. Okay, well, there you go. Congratulations, that's your grind. But like I said, and about music, yes, I'm like you. Look, you made it that kind of music. I get it. But time to sometimes switch it up because it sounds like the same. It really does. And it just doesn't sound so, it just sounds so repetitive. Where I can predict what you're going to say and it's not artistic. It's not taking away from something. Are you incapable of doing something else? I mean, get out of your comfort zone. I mean, I have to get out of my comfort zone all the time. Am I judging your music? Absolutely not. But you end up sounding like the next person, and you said the same thing as that person. I feel like, you know what I'm saying, people are smarter than that where they could do something, at least something different. Yeah, I know it makes you money, whatever the case may be, but can you love without it? Like, come on. I could love you without you being rich. Now, come on now. What's okay? I'm not gonna take away from you. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna even bother like that. I have no desire to take from you. Like I go to the rich side of a rich person's house and say, "Oh wow, nice mansion," and not take nothing from nobody. Like I could go to church without even shoot them up, or go to school get bullied. I never, done what they do now. I never had to kill nobody for people picking on me. No. You see, I'm tolerant. I am, but you don't want to come here because I'm more broker than you. But I could go over there and I'll steal nothing from you. But apparently you got more than me, right? Just wanna, you know what I'm saying? It's about love. Care less. It's not about popularity, like I said. It's about loving, about, I don't care how you living. Your choice of how you live is like, if you want to end up in the wrong place, of not, the chance to survive the risk in your life, that's on you. But the reason why I don't want you to risk your life, shouldn't have to, because I want to see you live. I want you to have, be able to see your kids the next day. I want you to have everlasting life instead of perish. I want you to believe, so that way when you believe, you don't end up in hell. And there'll be some people that will, and because they don't. But as a whole, I'd rather you know what I'm saying, even, at least make an attempt. Either if you don't believe that, at least make an attempt to even try to get out of the position you're in. Stop living all, whatever case may be. It takes two to tangle. It takes two to tangle. So we all have to find out where that problem is at. And that's what I'm saying. Hey, look, I know you've been told, hey, you got to take risks to get where you're at. Not necessarily the case, not really. Yeah, the risk of you losing your life or going to prison that you won't be able to see your life again. But does it make it you a coward if you don't have weapons? No, it don't, because God said, "Oh, weapons won't prosper." I mean, yeah, you may kill the flesh, but you know what I'm saying, the spirit lives on. But then the two, you know what I'm saying, weapons don't kill people. And those people need, they need love. Because why do they do it? Because they want to feel dominant. And that's the problem. There's only one dominant figure. That's the one that created you. So, I'm just saying, though. Not just watching my own eyes. It's just that I want to see what's best for the people. I mean, you can do music without being so, you know what I mean? There's ways of doing it. Sometimes we got to understand, okay, you said this music dozen times. It's like a cheat code. You know what I mean? And you do it to... But I get it. It works. I respect... Like I said, I respect it in a way. But then sometimes... to change your lifestyle, if that's how you really live, then want to change for the best for you. But if it's not how you live, but you have to fake it, then don't claim yourself being real. Don't say that's your lifestyle. Change it still. Why? Why would you put up a front that's something fake? Why? So you could get popular and everyone to love you? Well, there it goes to show you. That's why you need love. Love over money. Because you did in the first place to be loved. But like I said, I'm not judging you. I'm not. How you live is how you live. Who you are as a person, though, is what we need. People need is the mental place. Life shouldn't be like Grand Theft Auto. It should be more like, honey, we shrunk ourselves or something. You know what I'm talking about? Family matters, man. Like Brady Bunch, man. You know what I'm talking about? Like, love each other, man. Full house, bro. Like, come on now. Why can't we live like that? Besides, doing what, behind the scenes, but, you know what I'm saying? Why can't we love each other like that? Is it that hard? I mean, you could say, oh, no, this is this for this the kind of people, white people or lame people. No, it's not. They make humor. If you read the side of the humor jokes, these are adult jokes, but, so we got kids. See, if you really love somebody, why do you need to defend yourself? Why would you need to fight? If you let go of all the evilness and the destruction, guess what? You wouldn't have to worry about all that now, would you? I'm not saying. It'll be at least calm some things out. Hey, nobody's perfect, but what caused you to have a bad day in the first place? Wake up, brush your teeth, thank God you're living another day. You know what I'm saying? Then how do you get so... It flicks on and say, oh, I'm angry. Now, how do you do that? You should be able to wake up, or whatever the case may. Thank you. I feel relieved. You know what I'm saying? I feel, wow, it's another day, another great change. I could change something to make myself better each and every day. And I look at my kids, if you have kids, you know what I'm saying? Look at my kid, hey, look, you know what? I just thought about it. Look, I don't want to risk my life, you know what I'm saying, for a short period of time, you know what I'm saying, and then not be able to see him ever again. Use your kids as, if you have to, when you're grown enough to understand, you know what I mean? But if you're young, like a teenager, you know what I'm saying, you just look at, hey, look, I got my buds, I got my dogs, you know what I'm saying, I got a girlfriend I love, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to end up being here and I can't do nothing but, and I've been in this route before. It's like repeating the pattern over and over again. Like, would you keep your hand on a hot stove for the whole time, or are you going to take that off? Yes, we're not perfect by any means, but how hard is it to love? How hard is it to lift up your shoulders? How hard is it to let God be God of love? How hard is it to have a job or make jobs or to that has nothing to do with any hidden agenda that's positive. You know what I'm saying? That's really of God or whatever the case may be, affiliation of love. And once you learn to start building, what I'm saying, we all fall in the place of love anyways of God. But while we have time here waiting for him, like this is the landlord. He's our landlord. You know what I'm saying? He's coming to get his rent. Don't think about that. Think it that way. And building something, think about having, like, you're paying rent. You know what I'm saying? They're going to take your house. You know what I'm saying? If anything's wrong with it, you know what I'm saying? An inspection. Wonder, since we know the time is coming soon, why don't we just clean up together? Clean up together. And make it for him cleaned up. And he see, well, you know what, children, I am so happy. You know what I'm saying? And then he brings us up, yes. But then you save yourself, save us, save each other, you know what I'm saying? Save each other, help each other. So he could save us. So he could, that way we don't have to worry about the last one, just crazy, That is like, it's just like, you know what I'm trying to say? To get right with him, focus on him. Which we know God is love and love is God, Christ and Jesus Christ is to live, right? This is the blessed generation. This one here, before this, our generation. You know what I'm saying? Because they knew him, or they knew of him more than we did. But he said this is the blessed generation. It's time to renew our minds. To renew our ways. If someone is down, help them up. We don't need to be seen sometimes. If you want to bless someone, go ahead, bless somebody. It actually is better on you not to be seen and just bless them. Do you know why? Because it feels good, not that. You know what I'm saying? If you just don't do it, look, if you just do it deliberately, not to be seen, I guarantee you feel 10 times better. You feel 10 times more good about yourself without being seen. Without saying, oh, look what I look like. Hey, look, there's $5, $100. No, don't do that. Do it without being seen. And you don't have to tell people. Sometimes you ain't even have to tell people. Just do it. You know what I'm saying? This way you kind of see your heart. Just do this out of love, the truth. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. Help each other up. So 10 to down. Guys. If I had anything, I don't have it like that. But what I'm saying is, I'm not saying this. I'm saying for people in general. If you see some people like it that to help you out, instead of doing that live, you don't need to prove it, but just do it though. Actually do it, because you could tell if you did something right. Because the more you do that, the more you practice, the more you make it a habit, the more prayer you do the prayer life, the more this and that, the more you make it a goal, the more that you reach to it, the higher that you climb, the more that you know what, we all reach, and guess where we're at. Steps little by little, but you know what, this trust. You have to be able to trust Him free will to able to trust in God. But you got to trust God first, as always. For non-believers, though, I guarantee you, just try that for once. Try loving like that. Just try that without this being seen. Just start be working your positive ways. You know what I'm saying? Then eventually you're going to say, you know what? This is that. You know what I'm saying? And able to... It's an exercise, but I think that'll work. But we always have to know that everything of love that's of God. And it is what it is. To me, it's on you. Like I said, it's on you. But you choose to have a bad day, like I said, it's on you, right? I can't judge you. But it's always up to you. Yeah, hey, I'm just saying. I'm not better than you. I'm not greater than the next. I'm not the GOAT. I'm not nothing like that. I'm not perfect. But like I said, God loved me. He changed my life. And He's done so much in life. And I'm thankful for that. I may be up and down with weight or whatever. Whatever the case may be. But I'm working on it. I'm working on it. I'm working on it. I'm trying. It's not easy. But I'm trying. Little by little, I'm moving. Moving. But I trust in my God. You know what I'm saying? Trust in the limit God. After to make it again, first and last. You know what I'm saying? Jesus. But, that's not to me, right? But, we all will be at His feet. But, like I said, I'm trying. I ain't giving up. I'm here. But I just want to spread the good news and spread good love. Maybe it help improve a little something. Because I'm doing this with action and pouring it out. As I keep doing serving scriptures to God. And I'm saying this is more than just this for me. This is not for my benefit. Not like that. This is for the glory of God. Giving Him His glory. But in a way so where some people can understand. And not to harsh people or condemn people. But let them find their way in their own ways. Maybe, so you can get some positivity first. Just to start out. Sometimes maybe it can be overbearing for people. But I trust God enough to let God be God. That's all I do know. Because I can't save. Like I said, it's not me. God can save. But He sees what I'm trying to say. And He understands where my heart is at. And yes, well, like I said, we're not perfect by any means. But you get the one I'm trying to tell you. Just saying. God bless. Much love to y'all. There ain't no hate from here.